was the price of your crown?
Die! I want you to die.
Soon enough I'll be dead. And you'll be king.
I don't want anything from you. You're not a man. You're not my father.
You are my son, and you have always known my mind.
You deceived me.
You let yourself be deceived. But in your heart, you always knew what had to happen here. At last, you know what it means to hate. Now you're ready to be a king.
My hate will die with you.
Just like a G, you know? Trouble, what's part of fight? Before they do it. I wake up and go give me some new money. You know I'm living like a G. These little niggas ain't gonna take nothing from me. You know we do it like a G. That's why they got I fuck on anyone. Just like a gangster, just like a G.
Just like a gangster, just like a G. Welcome to the Chit Podcast. I'm back again. I'm just not in the truck again. Well, you know, I'm never in the truck. But the rugged techie is. I miss the rugged techie. I gotta do another show with him. You know what? Speaking of the rugged techie, I'm about to drop a rugged techie episode tonight. Filmed it like 2 weeks ago. I've been filming. You know what I mean? But hey, I hope everybody's doing good out there in this crazy world. If you want to live in a crazy what was the song? It was a song, Living in a Crazy World. Was it Prince? No, never mind. It's gonna come to me. You know I'm a random nigga. But the one thing about me is I'm a consistent one. I'm consistently random. So the thought's gonna come back. It just might not come at the right time. But when it does get there, I'll make the time right. So let's speed past that. Let me get to the pro tip I want to give my people for this week. The pro tip for this week is, all right, let's see what I come up. All right, the pro tip for this week is the word is slipping my mind. Certainty. That's what I'm like. I was about to spell it. I was about to say it starts with a C. All right, so certainty. Okay. So I want to talk about certainty this week. Certainty is a conversation killer, right? What do I mean by that? People who are very certain of things, they're sometimes not capable of communicating with other people about the areas where they're absolutely certain, right? So sometimes certainty can be a conversational killer. Curiosity sometimes is a conversational builder. So even if you're certain, always leave an ounce of curiosity. That's what your boy G. That's what your boy G. That's what your boy G is bringing to the people. Like, just giving you game on how to maneuver out here in these streets of life when you're dealing with people and things along that line. You can be certain. Be certain to a point where you don't let people move you off your square. But you got to keep an ounce of curiosity in the bag with you. And with that, that's the pro tip for the week. And when I finish my pro tip, I got to remind the people what the sensei has taught me. So let me remind you what my sensei taught me. You know I love my sensei. I'm going to just play the sensei. I'll let him tell you. He'll say it better than me.
Master, what is the secret to eternal happiness?
Do not argue with stupid people.
That's it? I don't think that works.
You are right.
You are right. Still keep some curiosity. You keep the conversation going. You just ain't got to argue about it. Like, oh yeah. Sometimes I know a person is wrong. I can talk with them for 20 minutes. I'll just let them ramble off all of the wrong things in their mind. I I'm just out there just dumping their brain. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh really? You don't say. Yo, that's crazy, son. Yeah, homie. Word. You know, like I can tell you you're wrong, but then I gotta prove it to you. And I could be like, I could know that you're not capable of accepting proof. I say, you know what? Save my energy for another fight down the street. You know what I mean? That's 2 bars if I was a rapper. That's actually half a song. Either way. Let me get to the advertisement for this week. I'm gonna do 2 advertisements for this week. The first advertisement is I gotta get this flyer thing. You got, I always say you got sometimes tell her to pull it to the side. Let me move over this way. Oh, she ain't pull it to the side enough. Wait, there we go. All right, that Ink and Indulgence, where stories leave the page. November 7th, 2026, in Houston. If you're in Houston or if you're going to be in Houston, I want to see you at Ink and Indulgence. I want to see you there. I want you to see me there. I want us to see each other there. Like I keep saying, every time I show the flyer, the event's going to happen, whether you're there or not. I'd rather it happen with you. It's going to be a night to remember. It's the inaugural event for the Ink to Scream brand, Ink and Indulgence in Houston. I want to see you there. The next, these are not paid advertisements. These are my advertisements. I ain't even paying myself. Y'all ain't even paying me. Shit. What we doing here? But the advertisements got to get advertised. The next advertisement. Oh man, I don't even have it loaded. All right, that's all we're gonna do for this week. Let me get back to it. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'll get to my other. Y'all know what I was gonna push. The book, Raison d'Etre. I need you to get the book. I need you to read the book. Y'all heard what I said on the last show. I want my book to be the book of choice. I want to see niggas with my book on their lap, on the bus, on the train, on the plane. That's what I want to see. Not about the money. It's about what I'm going to put into these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to have it. I think you need to have it too. I think it'll be good for you. It'd be better than a lot of the other. Let me not say that. Let me not get into comparisons. I think it'd be good for you. I got a special guest this week, though. This is season 2, episode 8. I had to name this episode "The Woman Behind a Name." I'm going to bring that woman to the stage in a moment. But first, let me just give that woman an introduction. Let me give this lady an introduction. Let me give my guest. She's an entertainer and media personality whose career spanned about 2 decades. She established herself as a recognizable figure. She earned a reputation. She carried herself with an aura, professionalism, consistency. Body of work is longevity, legacy. I think it's a few people who I feel like you're just gonna know. No, it's a couple, you know. It's like, you know, you different generations and things like that have different people that, you know, you're just gonna recognize, you're gonna know. She made it into a Hall of Fame in her capacity. She moved on beyond the screen, and today she still engages audiences in public podcast appearances and speaking events. And today we're going to get to know a little bit about the lady behind the name, you know, as much as we can. 60 minutes. Well, I go over. Sometimes I go under, but you guys know what I'm saying. Let me get my round of applause ready, and let me bring to the stage my guest. I'm honored to have the one, the only Miss Sydnee Capri. Where's my hand clap? What's going on with you, Mike? How you doing?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on the G Chit podcast. And I apologize in advance. My camera likes to do this thing where it gets in and out of focus at the wrong time. I think it's a lighting. We'll power through. Welcome to the show, and I gotta start off by first saying, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm wonderful.
You're wonderful, and you're now a part of the Galvarino Chili family.
Hey.
Yeah. This is a growing family. Season 1, it was kind of rough. Season 2 has been I've been doing a lot of interviews, and I'm like I said, I'm trying to get polished, and so I'm really looking forward to this interview with you. And so I'm gonna start. I got some questions. I have a lot of questions, but I'm not gonna go through all of them. What I did was I kind of selected which ones I get to, and depending, and we may use a question, might not use questions. But I'm gonna start. I gave you a bio. Did I capture you well with that rough introduction that I gave? Do you think, or was it something that
very well?
I captured you well?
Lovely.
Okay. I'm an aficionado of sorts. I'm an aficionado of sorts. So,
very lovely. Very lovely.
All right, so that's awesome. So, I guess one of the things I was wondering, right, was when you retired, what year? From your when year did you officially retire?
Roughly maybe 2013 or so. Yeah.
So is it like when you retire from that? Is it like with athletes when they retire and then they come back for or how they come back for a playing contract?
No, I mean, I retired from doing films with companies, but I was still, I still am, and started kind of doing my own thing, or I just kind of pick and choose who I wanted to do a little stuff with. I was mainly doing fetish content around there because in 2015 I had my twins. So I was pretty much fully retired from performing for companies, but I just made content and all that. So
yeah. I'm glad. I was going to ask you if they were twins or if they were close in age. So I'm glad you said that. So how was it having twins? Because my brother just told me that he might be expecting twins, and I said, "Oh Lord,
really?"
I said, "Oh Lord,
that would be amazing." I mean, I didn't even think that I would have children, and then when I found out they were twins, I was blown away, and I cannot imagine life without them. They are amazing. I have 2 boys, and they're a couple years from being teenagers, and they're awesome. I mean, the beginning of it was a little rough. I was like a walking zombie.
yeah, that's what I heard. Is they sleep at different times.
They did actually well. They slept at the same time. I mean, I was very blessed. I was very, very blessed how it worked out. But I kept them. The secret is to keep them on a schedule. So, and that's what they told me at the hospital. They were like, if you do a schedule, and ever since then, 11 years later, I still kind of do that, and it makes my life so much easier. So I have no complaints. I mean, I know
I respect that you were able to get 2 twins on the schedule. I couldn't get one girl on the schedule. Like my 5-year-old has been bullying me for 5 years straight. So
really?
Salute to you. She doesn't go to bed. She says I gotta lay down with her for her to go to sleep because she says this is what she says. You have the best arm. You have the best big arm. You're always warm.
Aww.
I would never have an arm like this again. She's like that. She wants to
That's so
lick.
cute.
She's like, Daddy, come lay down, give me your arm, and then she wraps it around her.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
That's
Yeah.
her. That's her
How old
thing.
is she? That's a good age.
She's 5.
Oh gosh, I miss that age. Because
Yeah,
now it's like I have to grab them to cuddle with me. They're like, Mom, or they give the side hugs. You know, everyone talks about as the kids get older, they give the side hug. So instead of hugging like this, they want to be like, and I'm like, no, come here. You mean no
Oh, really?
side
Really?
hug? Yeah, the
Okay.
side hug is coming. It's coming.
The side hugs are coming, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah. Listen, I'll be surprised. Like, to be honest, if she, that would be probably a big shock because she's so like, yeah. That would
Maybe
be a big
because
shock.
she's a girl, so it may be different. Because I don't
Yeah.
remember. I mean, this is a new generation though, but I don't remember giving my family side hugs when I was younger. So it could be a boy thing, or it just could be this generation.
It could be a generation thing.
They're very different than how it was.
Yeah. So are your kids? You said 2013. So
20. They were born in 2015. So they're 11.
So they're not COVID babies. So
well,
the
they
COVID
were.
Babies,
No, they weren't born during COVID, but they experienced it. But,
yeah, because the COVID baby, my daughter's a COVID baby, and the COVID babies,
what do we have to? What do we have to label them as this?
These COVID babies, like all of them, like everyone, a whole generation is going to be like different types of humans. You know what I think it is, though, to be honest with you? I think is that the COVID babies spent the most time with parents than of any human ever. Because like for a year and a half, or 2 years, everybody was just in the house.
Yeah, if you think about it, that's when my kids started school. So I kind of consider them, and I think that's why they're such homebodies now. They really, I mean, they like to do things, but they're very much homebodies, and I think that may have a lot to do with it because we were in the house for
like,
you know what I'm saying.
Those kids, this is around because normally, like, even if a kid was around one parent most of the day, or like if you had two parents, one parent might be out, might be working, might be busting moves. It might be one parent there. If you only had one parent, that parent be out working or busting moves, and you with like a cousin or a grandparent. The COVID babies, they was with their parents, and they see their parents as equals. Like, listen, there's no separate. Like, we are like, COVID babies are different.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
Yeah, they're different, but that's awesome. Now, all right.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So back when we were talking about, if you look back on your career, what would you say? What lessons from your career would apply? This is a hard question. What lessons from your career would you say could apply to any profession?
Being open-minded. Like, that's probably the main thing.
Yeah.
I mean, because that can apply to any profession. You know, you may come into things, you have to, have kind of an open mind and, and learn and observe.
A good answer. Yeah. Well,
and to be, yeah.
Thinking about that, I was just getting before that we got on this. I was thinking about something with work, right? And I was just getting frustrated at the young guy that I've been trying to train for the last year or something. And I was like, it's like instead of seeing, I was like, this is the thought I had to myself. I said, instead of seeing something that I'm giving or somebody giving as an opportunity for growth to learn and grow, it always comes back to the frustration of the challenge and the ability to complete it. Like the overwhelming, like it gets overwhelmed. Right. And I'm like, stop getting overwhelmed with this stuff. See it as an opportunity. Like, you know what? I welcome the challenge. I welcome the fight. That's the open-minded. That's the I could appreciate that.
Yeah, open-minded and patience, and willingness to learn.
that willingness to learn. whose love painting is that on the wall?
That's mine. I did that at my first sip and paint.
Oh, you did a sip and paint?
Yes. And
Oh, okay.
I haven't done one since, and I've been wanting to go back, and I always look into it, and I haven't been yet, so I definitely have to do it. But that's like, man, that thing is, I did that probably like a year or two before my like 2015. So I think it's old.
Okay.
So have
That's
it. Yeah.
I've never done sip and paint, and I've always
Right.
wanted to do it. Is that bottles under the word love?
No, it's just little lines.
A little line.
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's just like the colored lines, and then we did the word love and all that. My
Yeah.
friends, I have some friends that I have went several times, and they have some really dope paintings. Like I have one friend, she has them all over her house, and they
Hmm.
look really good. I'm like, you did a great job. I missed out on one recently out here. One of the casinos I go to, they invited me to a free one, and they did a really dope painting. I was like, man, I wish I wouldn't have would have missed that, but
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. See, my so out when just for the people when she says out there, she's referring to
Oh,
Vegas. I think I mentioned she's in Vegas, but I haven't been to Vegas since 2019, maybe. But I used to go to Vegas, and my favorite spot in Vegas was the Cosmo. I think the
ooh,
Cosmo.
I have a thing about the Cosmo. You drink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Have you had the gosh, what is it called? It's infamous for this drink, and it's a flower. Trying to think of the name. But if you go to the Chandelier bar and you tell them you want the drink with the flower, it may come to me. I just can't think of it right now.
Okay. Okay.
But
So
it's like a margarita, but there's a flower in it, and you chew the flower and you eat it, and it kind of numbs your mouth, and it's a good sensation and all
really.
that. And then like you drink the drink. It's good. It's a good drink, and it's a great experience.
Okay. Okay.
I gotta
Yeah.
think of the name of the drink though. It's gonna drive me crazy.
Um. Yeah. I was. I'm gonna make my. Yeah. It was like we used to go to Vegas. Friends, my wife, my family, but we haven't done it in so long, and it's kind of like the pandemic hit, and it's like most West Coast trips stopped except for like San Diego, I think. But
Okay.
yeah, San Diego, because we go out to San Diego because conferences and the zoo.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's awesome though. Um, all right, so let me ask you this. Relationship. I was curious. When you retire, so you have are you with your twins' father?
No. Nope.
Okay. So okay. I'm not going I don't I, all right, so you're not with your twins' father.
No.
When you retire from the business or the industry, or while you were in the industry, were you trying to date for a relationship, or after you got out of the industry, are you in a relationship now?
Yeah, I
You're
am.
in a relationship now.
Yeah.
Awesome,
I
awesome.
mean, yeah. I would say I have many boyfriends. No, I'm just kidding.
well,
That's what I'm told. But no, I am in a very good relationship.
you're in a good relationship. No, that's awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm not a traditionalist type of mindset person, so I always tell people all the time, like, that's like, when if I get famous, I'll be famously known for being the person who said I told my mother at 14 I was a heathen. So I've been a
Hmm.
proud. I'm just a different minded person, I think. On
Yeah.
how I see, like, I'm not like a bad person per se, but I just
Well,
see
yeah.
life different than a lot of traditionalists.
Right.
But so okay, so that's good. So if you're in a good relationship, how long have you been in that good relationship? Because I'm always curious, like when people, I'm not curious. I feel like there's a stigma, and the stigma is acted upon differently in different groups or cultures, if that makes sense. And what I
Yeah.
mean is, I feel um, like take Adam 22, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like his wife's a porn star, right? and it's nobody like judges him for it. It's like, he's just a regular guy. People watch his show. Nobody clowns him. Nobody's calling him, disrespected him.
Right.
Everybody's a porn star. And I feel like in our community, if a dude was with a porn star, a brother was with a porn star, it's like the stigma, the drama that we kind of pile on people. And it's like, I don't see it in other groups. Like, like I look at all kinds of porn stars who, Mia Khalifa or whatever her name was, everybody's dating her, wanting to date her, wanting to be with her. And so I was curious from a sister's perspective of when you leave the industry, is there a lot to get through with people on our side of the fence, or is that just internet drama and it's not?
I
All right, so let me
We
clean it
just
up.
basically kind of want to see how like my dating life is as being an adult film star,
A former.
Well, yeah, but I'm still affiliated with it.
Yeah.
So I can tell you in and out. So basically, like, it first of all and foremost with this, it takes a very secure man. If you're in the industry, out of it, however it is, it still takes a very secure man to actually, be with us. I feel like, and they have to be secure, because I've dealt with it all. I've been with someone who hated Sydnee Capri with a passion. I didn't think it was going to get that bad, but they hated it with the passion. And I think they're very insecure with themselves, because it's not like I'm giving them more attention than I'm giving, everything else or whatever. But I definitely think it takes a very secure person to deal with someone that, whether they're in the industry or outside of the industry, you have to be secure with it. That's the main thing. And when I was in the industry and I was dating like my first boyfriend, I was in my 20s or so. We were kind of, then I was just living life. They were doing their thing, I was doing mine. It looked good, and there was really no issues. But as things, progressed, and I got older and started probably dating more, older men and stuff like that. Because I mean, honestly, I've only had maybe a handful of what I can say true relationships. And most of the people I have met, they've been affiliated with the industry. Like, they already knew who I was. So when I've dated people that just know me for outside of that and didn't, really know my background, I think that's more of an issue. But people that actually come in, and I'm very honest. If I meet someone, I'm always like, this is what I've done, but I put it out there. I'm a very honest person. But just meeting them as them meeting me as Sydnee Capri and already knowing what it is, I feel like that's much easier. But it's definitely, I feel like it just takes a secure person. The person I'm with now, they're very secure, and they're amazing, and they don't have any judgment. They're a judgment-free zone. They have an open mind. It's just like, doesn't bother them. So I think it's all has to deal with the person and the person they are, because it's a lot that comes with it. So just have to be secure. If you're not secure, I've learned my lesson.
If you're not secure, very few relationships will work.
Period. Yeah, if you're insecure with yourself or unhappy with yourself in any way, it could be what you have going on, like your, your life, your job, anything. It could be whatever. If you're just not secure in what you have going on in life, and then to try to be with someone else and then know that you got to deal, like, it's just not going to work. I've seen it firsthand, and I tried for a very long time. I was with this person for many years, and worst mistake I've made in my life, I could say. So
I saw you say somewhere on a podcast some time back. I saw you say that I'm a paraphrase, but it's essentially that you thought you were gonna go into modeling. You never thought you were gonna go into the industry, and you were kind of like thought you'd get pregnant by just being touched or something to that effect.
Oh, when I was younger. Yeah, when I was younger, I was getting two-shoes. Yeah, I didn't. I was all into making out and, what we lack these days, some people, but the affection part of it, I wasn't trying to have sex. I thought, we dry hump and something happened, I would be like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that's when I was a lot younger.
That's more normal than you think. Like, it's I don't even call it being a goody. I don't even call it being a goody two shoe. I would just say it's called being not. So me, I got exposed very early, right? And when I used to go out of my way to tell people not to, right? So I was one of those, like, I started doing stuff when I was like, I'll say this first. But so I used to be like one of those guys. I tell my brothers, and I'm like, just wait. I was one of those, because I knew how wild I was, and I was like, I don't want y'all to get wild. Just wait. But nobody listens. But I was like, you just wait. You know what I mean? Like, don't rush it. That's why I used to tell them. It's like, don't rush it. Just you know what I mean? Because once you get out there, it's like me. I'm the type. Once I get out there, I ain't coming back in. Once I go outside, like, listen, I'm outside. Like, listen.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like, I don't come back. So I know that about myself. So I'm like, in case y'all like me, don't go outside yet, because you're gonna stay out there.
Oh.
I told my mother I'm a heathen. I went outside. I said, you know what? Yeah. You know what? I can stay out here. So, one of the things when I was saying about younger, it just made me think about the creepy. Why are interviews on camera always so creepy? Were they creepy to you at the time?
What do you mean? Like, say that.
They be like.
Oh, interviews on camera, like when I was performing.
Yeah, like they would seem to talk to like anybody. They'd be like, so tell me about.
I know. When I think about it, it's so funny.
They'd be like,
it's so.
Were you young? You'd be like, like, why is that?
Right.
Like, why is that the thing? Like, no interview can get past the chick without somebody asking her, how young were you? They'd be like, yo, bro, why are you so creepy? Like, just let the how young you were question go. Don't nobody ever ask that one again.
Right.
Maybe like, so when was your first time? How young were you? Oh, was he?
That is kind of, yeah.
I used to be watching stuff back in the day. I'm like, yo, why are these dudes so creepy with this?
Man.
Like, yo, I want to know you. I'm like, yo, so who's in their house getting off to the fact that somebody was this young and somebody was that old? Like, yo,
a lot of people are. A lot of people are.
I used to be like, yo, that one question that's a question that I always wondered about. Why? Like, who was the first person to ask that question? And then everybody was like, you know what? That was a good question.
My gosh, yeah. People are into some crazy things.
Oh yeah. Nah, I mean, listen, I'm not beyond reproach out here, but that's always been a weird question for me.
Yeah.
That's always been a weird question. So like when I was talking about myself, it made me think about that, because I was like, I got outside young. And I was like, matter of fact, why do they always ask that question? So how young? But anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. So you're in a satisfying relationship. How about friendships? Are your friendships? So you know the term like vanilla and non. You know that term vanilla. Are your friendships vanilla, or are your friendships with people that's in the industry or in the life, or like what's your?
They're vanilla. All my friends are not in the industry like that. I mean, I'm very cool with, a lot of girls in the industry, even though we do our own things and everything. But my close friends and my best friends, they're all corporate America, white collar. Yep. And I've known them for many, many years. Like my best friend, I've known her for over 20 years.
If they're in corporate America, I'm going to tell you they're not vanilla.
She is though. She's a good girl. But yeah, they all just have regular, like none of them are affiliated with the adult film.
Yeah, no, I'm just teasing. I just gotta tease my corporate American people.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. It's corporate America. Corporate America is like one step below nursing. The joke going around on the internet now is about how nurses be getting down. You have you peeped that those little memes?
No, I haven't, but I heard it. I have a friend that works in the medical field, and he be telling me something. I'm like, oh boy, if you don't leave these nurses alone, but he be telling me some stories, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, they say the nurses be getting down. They say they like listen to. They like if you meet a girl and she says she's a nurse, run. I'm like, that's just gonna make me run to her. What you talking about?
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, no, that's cool. That's cool. So you've been able to maintain. That's dope that you've been able to maintain friendships throughout the entirety of your career. So who was the first person you told when you jumped into it?
Probably, I don't know, probably my cousins, because when I got into it, I left Vegas because I moved here from a really small town that I grew up in. I graduated high school, and then I didn't like it, so I went and moved to another little, back to where I actually grew up, another little small town. And then I just told them, because they knew I was like getting into modeling and stuff, and that's how I started. I started doing like nude modeling in the desert and all that. And then they said one day, they're like, you just up and disappeared, and we never saw you again. And I mean, not like that. Eventually they did, but I just was, on the move dealing with all that stuff. So I think my cousins were like the first one. And then my mom, me and my mother are really close. So she was probably like the first person I told, because I'm like, oh, she's going to find out anyway. So
see that I respect that. That cross country though,
Yeah.
where people would go bust moves out of town, like so. People used to, dudes would go out of town to try to do illicit moves, illegal moves, and chicks would go out of town to do dancing. Right? And did you ever dance?
I've done feature dancing.
You know, feature dancing.
Featured at a club, but I never just like was a dancer before.
Oh, okay. So I got two stories for you. But so the first one is I'm living down here now, and I came across paths with this girl. I'm not gonna say her name, I'm not gonna say nothing about her. Okay. She didn't recognize me. I recognized her, and I'm like, oh, she lives out here. Oh, because I knew she was from out of town when I met her. Where I was from, because she used to years ago, long time ago. She used to fly. I guess she used to fly up to do dancing, and she didn't dance. She danced like around my way. I'm from Newark, right? I'm from the hood.
I probably already know. I already know who you're probably talking about, because I know a few of us just moved out your way. So keep going.
No shade against it. I saw that.
No, I'm just saying.
I was like, oh, and I didn't say nothing. And she's doing the thing down there and all that. So I just left it be. But I was like, because I knew people who used to leave Jersey to go other places to fly and to do stuff. And I was like, she must have came from here up there. Because she used to come there and just go hard for a week or two and then skedaddle. I didn't know where she was from, right? Because she was secretive. And I crossed paths with her down here. I was like, but I'm not the type of guy, so I'm not gonna be like, hey, yo, son, yo, chick, you know what I mean? you know, some people be. But I just peeped it because I used to see how people was moving, and I kind of knew people who was doing stuff, and I'm like, that's probably what they're doing. But so, all right, and then the other thing I was gonna say about that was the only I had met, and I didn't meet her, but I used to be friends with Candace Vaughn on Twitter, and we were supposed to do I was trying to reach out at one time because we was gonna go hang out to go to a strip club, and this would have been in 2015, I think. And then and right after we was because she told me one night that she was gonna be at the strip club, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna come out there, and ended up couldn't make it something with my wife, so I couldn't make it. And then after that, my Twitter got banned, and I joked for the last 11 years. For the last 11 years, my joke that I've made whenever I talked about my Twitter was the only thing I regret, because that Twitter was like my most popular Twitter. That's the only social media I had. I was like, the only thing I regret is that was the only account Candace Vaughn would respond to. Like if I hit her up on anything else, she would respond to my Twitter. She had friended me. And so
Right.
she had friended me. We had friended each other, and she didn't friend me on nowhere else.
That's how it is though, but these accounts for social media, that's a whole nother thing I can get into a big discussion about because I recently lost my Instagram and I lost almost 70,000 followers. And
Mm.
that was last summer. And it's just been there. I mean, they give me, I make a new one and it just keeps getting, someone is just like, I don't know what they're doing, but I'm like, I'm not doing no wrong. Why are you so like trying to throw salt in my game?
Are
Like I
they?
just got on Snapchat and it's amazing how like how the followers are coming,
Oh,
but
they
oh
come.
my gosh,
Look,
Snapchat is
they
driving
coming
me
for you.
absolutely
They gonna
insane.
find you, Sydney.
It sucks. I lost a lot of business and a lot of my just like people that interact with it. Sometimes some of them only know that because some people only, interact with certain sites and stuff. And now it's just like I lost that. Twitter did the same thing to me. And I'm like, Twitter, you're supposed to be able to do well, X. You're supposed to be able to pretty much do whatever you want. And I was just
Seriously.
like, oh, I didn't even like X. And then I finally get, accustomed to it. And then they take my page down. So I'm kind of in the process of trying to get everything back. But, you know, I felt like if you want to find me, you know how to find me. So
They're gonna
find
find you. That's right.
me.
Look,
Yep.
I found her. You found it too. Hey, I was
You
actually going.
found me.
I had a couple questions on business and branding. So I'm glad you mentioned that about what's happening. Because I was like, I was curious. So you kind of went into how you're branding yourself, how you want to brand yourself at this phase, at this. I had a pro tip that I mentioned a few weeks ago. It was about chapters and phases. I try, like that segment I did. I try to give like a, but once it comes back to me, I think it'll apply to what you were just talking about. But this digital world we're in, I think, like you said, you're getting somebody is reporting you, or are they trying to make duplicate accounts and say that they're the real you, and you got to keep proving yourself? Because I thought the Authenticator app is supposed to fix that.
Right. Yeah. So on Instagram, I had my Instagram account for many, many years. And then I like all of a sudden I kept noticing my posts were getting reported. And then it was like, then they would give it back to me. And it's the same post I always do. And it was
Mm,
nothing extreme. So then I kind of was like, okay, someone is mad probably because they weren't able to do business with me or this such and such or whatever.
yeah.
Then finally it was like your account is disabled. And then I tried to get it back and they said they were like no, and then people give me the information to contact Meta and try to go through the motions, and I'm like okay, I'm gonna do that. And then when the same thing happened with my Twitter, I was kind of like over it. So at this point, I feel like, like even with Snap, I put up stuff and I'm kind of like, I'm learning Snap. So I'm kind of learning. I'm like, man, I'm not even saying anything in this or posting anything explicit or whatever. And they're so particular. And I don't want to
Mm.
get banned because I actually like Snap. I just don't like the people that call me without, getting permission. And it's a
People have
lot
tried to call.
different.
People have called you.
Oh gosh. All week long, I keep on saying, like, why are you calling me? It's happening daily. Like, they add me to a group, and then even though I block all my notifications, I still get the phone calls. Like, come on, just have some respect. Don't just randomly call. I'm not gonna do that to anyone unless we've said, hey, we're gonna call on this and we've set it all up. Don't call me
Mhm.
on social media. That is like my
Yeah.
biggest pet peeve. Please do not call me on social media.
like 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 one it just doesn't work, right? And
Oh,
the only way it'll work is like if the person picks up, right, like you gotta have like next tier level, you gotta be like you gotta be so flawless. Like it's just not even like I don't get that because like you gotta be so flawless. Like I don't like you gotta be so flawless like to blind call. Like let me tell you, this is a move I try to pull. You know Sanaa Lathan, right?
who? Sanaa
Sanaa
Lathan?
Lathan.
Okay.
Okay.
hmm
So Sanaa Lathan is my favorite actress,
Okay.
right?
Wait.
I have a so Sydnee Capri, obviously I'm on here with Miss Capri, Candace Vine. Y'all see the space G Chili kind of hovering there, right? So I was sitting here like, I was like, I had sent her. This was years ago. This would have been like 2010 maybe. No, 2008 maybe. So I had sent her a message. She had a movie coming out, and I was like, before the movie was coming out, I had sent her a DM, and I said something to the effect of, introduce myself, how much I appreciate her work, stuff like that. And I was like, with your movie coming out, I wanted to see if you open to me taking you I wanted to take you to your premiere. Why? I hit her with this whole thing, sent it to her.
Mm-hmm.
That was when they used to say, like, well, they probably still do it now when they say message open or read.
Yeah.
So the message got read. I was like, I don't know if it was her or her assistant, but I said, I know they was over there laughing. They're like, look, yo, come read this, son. Yeah. I was like, yo, somebody was laughing at me. I was like,
well, hey.
I had to shoot that shot.
Shot your shot, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I didn't call her, but I sent her the message. I'm like, yo, I called her and she answered. You know how flawless my delivery would have to be?
Well, at least you didn't call her, because on Snap, if you call someone, they can already see you before they answer the phone. So just imagine I'm seeing a call and I'm looking at it to press, like, I think it says not now or something, and all I see is a penis in the screen.
Stop playing.
Yes. Yes. So it's just like, what if my child is on using my phone or grabbing it for a minute, and then this pops up and they don't know, and then they have to see that, like, just come on, just have some respect.
Yeah, you creep there.
Like, that just drives me, just because of who I am. Like, I don't want to see that. That's just the same as when they do people will hit up my profile and then they use Snapchat like it's a dating site. I didn't know that. You know how many messages I've got where they're just telling me their whole life, their age, and what they do, and how, what's my name and where I live and where I'm from and how old am I. And I'm sitting here laughing because I'm just like, really? You don't know who I am?
Yeah.
But
I think that
it's a lot.
I didn't even know that you can call. So like, that's how out of it I am on I tell people all this. People be like, "How are you so bad with computers and social media and technology if you're an engineer?" And I'm like, I know how to use the stuff I need for work, and I don't even know how to use all of it. I just have a brain. I know how to do engineering.
Right.
I can think through solutions.
Right.
I'm just not tech savvy, and it's like I'm getting better though. But yeah, that's wild though.
Yeah, it's very wild. I just don't understand. I'm just like, oh my gosh, you guys are driving me crazy with this. Like, oh yeah, that's a big thing I deal with, and it happens on every platform. It doesn't really matter, but with Snap, I feel like it's way more free, and they just like send. And at this point, I'm like, if you send me a dick pic, if you call me with your penis in the screen, if you say anything crazy on the first line, it's just automatically remove friend or block. I just don't have time for it. Just come at me correct, because I'm so cool and chill. Like,
yeah,
I'll have a little conversation and won't just be like, hey, get all into business like that. But that's just no. That's a total. That's a deal breaker.
Facts. So how often are you traveling these days?
I travel at least like once or twice a month. This summer I kind of took a break, kind of stayed home and been kind of just chilling, enjoying doing staycations with my twins and my mom, and kind of hanging out. But yeah, I at least travel twice a month. I mean, sometimes I'll do multiple cities. So if I do like, right in the beginning of summer, because I had a lot more flexibility, sometimes I'll do like 2 or 3 states at one time when I travel, if they're like all close to each other. But I enjoy traveling.
So you kind of you travel strategically and like okay.
I travel where requested, but where mainly and most of like my business is conducted. So the people are always asking, like, you're always going here. So I think I live in Atlanta because I go to Atlanta a lot. Well, no, because my best friend lives there and my other half was living there. So yes, I was in Atlanta a lot. And then but I don't live there. But a lot of people think I live in Atlanta. Then I travel to New York. I go to Houston, Dallas, DC, Baltimore, and California. So those are like my main places. But when I'm like, people always like, why don't you come here? And I'm like, I can come there. It's just, upon request. So just have to
All
ask.
right. So we're gonna do a segment called Rapid Fire. But before I do Rapid Fire,
Okay.
I'm gonna I used to have I was thinking about it about the saying people just hitting you up, blind calling you with inappropriate effects out. Let me say it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The I used to have a phrase called itwan. I used to call people itwans. You know what that means?
No.
I'd be like, yo, you're an itwan, yo. I'm like, yo, stop being an itwan. You know what I mean?
Like an idiot.
So much. It was itwan, ITWAN. What does itwan mean, Miss Capri?
I want to say like something. I want to say idiot that wants a something, but I don't know.
That's good. That's good. That's good, dear. That's close. That's like a nice little idiot that wants a something. That's not bad. This Capri. Okay. What's a good word for N if we wanted to say idiot that wants? I'll come up with it in a moment. No, it's one I used to say in the way as nigga.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Like you get in the way, you doing the wrong thing, you just messing up the moment, like you just like kill, like like a person who comes in and starts shoots up a party, or shoots a cookout, or a person you're trying to holler at a shorty and he's just standing there interrupting, or he waiting to get next, or you know what I mean? It's like, yo, you just in the way, yo. It's fine. Like, you're an in the way ass nigga. You just fucking up the vibe for everybody else. Like, yo, go sit down somewhere. Get out of here. It's fine.
I can dig it. All right.
Yeah. So, like, that was the thing that I used to claim to people. Like, yo, don't be an it's one, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be an it's one. Don't be in the way.
It's one.
Don't be in the way. I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt. When I put it on a t-shirt, I'll send it to you.
Yes.
Like don't be in the way. Like, go with the wave. Don't try to stop it.
That's right.
The Chit Podcast. We the wave. It's wavy over here. I'm trying to get the whole there we go. The Chit Podcast. We the wave. All right, bet. So let's do a rapid fire session. So for the rapid fire session, you have to close your eyes and just listen to the words and answer the question. I take you to your happy space. All right. I'm going to put the banner up for rapid fire. All right. I'm going to start it simple. Just answer one word as best you can. Favorite city?
New York.
Most overrated trend. Could be a word or a phrase. You could say a sentence.
Oh gosh.
You want to pass?
Yeah, pass, because I have a whole little thing about that.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
My girl. Beach or mountain?
Beach.
Oh yeah, doubled it 2 times, my girl. Bet. One word your closest friends you would use to describe you.
Bossy.
Okay, all right. My daughter's spirit animal. She's bossing me. I get bossed by everybody. Oh man, all right. 3 items you can't travel without.
My lotion. Let's see. Lotion. Well, I guess, gosh, do I get to choose these or I shouldn't? I would say lotion, toothbrush, and my contacts.
You wear contacts? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you always worn them or you just started them?
I've been wearing contacts and glasses for a while. Back in the day, I used to wear colored ones, but now I just Long as I can see, I'm good. I can't see far away. I'm blind.
All right, I got two more for you. Most underrated quality in a person.
Underrated. Um, Gosh, I want to just say humbleness.
Okay, okay. And the last one is favorite vacation you've ever taken.
Mm, oh boy, let's see. Gosh, I probably there's quite a few. Probably my kid's first Disneyland trip.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I that's awesome. Round of
Yeah.
applause. Round of applause. I just came from actually a Disney cruise. It was actually not bad.
Oh,
It was
a
actually not bad.
cruise.
I like.
Really?
Do you like cruising?
Yes, I do. I never really thought about doing the Disney cruise though. That's a good one.
It was actually
Was it
so
good?
good. You want
Was
you
it?
want to do if you do decide you want to do one, don't do it until 2028, and you can bring the kids when we go back.
Oh, okay.
we do a group cruise in 20. We do a group cruise not me, but it's a lady. She sets them up. She does a group cruise every 2 years for Disney.
Oh,
And so she does them. We did it in 2024 with her. It was awesome, and we did it
really?
again this year. And so we're gonna go 2028.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 2028.
I remember that.
I'll send you her info or something like that.
Okay.
Actually, she does them. She does them. She's targeting female. I'll tell you offline.
Okay. Yeah. Let
This
me
is
know.
something. But okay, bet. Now let me ask you this.
Hmm.
We're getting close to. This is a good time talking with you. Let me ask you
Yes.
this. What's a question you wish every interviewer asks before the interview ends? If there is one.
I mean, I guess for I mean, I guess for their plugs, maybe where you can find them at, or and all that good stuff. But I mean, other than that, I don't.
She
It's
read my
yeah.
next question. That's my last question. That was my last question. Oh wait, no, I had one more, which is what goals are you most excited about today?
Goals.
Or
Just
projects or goals.
yeah,
What
just
are you
I
most
mean, I'm
excited about
trying
right now?
to really right now. I'm trying to figure out where I want to keep going with the name that I've made. I'm very, very like happy that they always say in this industry that Black women don't have a long longevity in this industry, and
Mhm.
I'm very proud to say after 20 years I'm still doing my thing and able to accomplish and live off my name.
Mhm.
So that's something I take a lot of pride in. So at this point, it's just kind of like where I want to go with it, because I do have an OnlyFans, but it's just kind of like I'm not up to continuously doing a lot of stuff with it. So it's just kind of like I'm kind of at a standstill on where I want to take it, what I want to do. A lot of people keep saying, "Oh, you should open up your own company or do this," and it's just kind of like, man, do I really want to stay in that circle? Of the industry, or just kind of move on all the way from it and just continue to deal with the people that I continuously have done business with for many, many years. So I'm really at a standstill right now. There's a lot of little stuff I want to do, just like, in my personal life, just to take it there, just to see, just still like, I still feel like I can go to college, or, I haven't went to
Mm.
college yet. There's a lot of things that I want to do and tap into. And then even the place where, in Vegas, there's so much opportunity to do, things like I'm into bartending and just doing,
Really?
a lot of stuff. So I'm kind of just trying to find exactly where I want to be beyond the industry right now. I'm in that phase of my life. So.
You just gave me another question. Well, if you went to college, what would you go to college for?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm really into the medical field.
Really?
Like recently,
Don't you
a lot
go?
of
Don't you
people,
go
a
into?
lot of people
Don't
don't
you
know
go into
this.
nursing? You
No,
go ahead of
not
us.
nursing. I'm not into like taking the blood and all that. That's one thing
I'm only
I'm not
joking.
into. But a lot of people don't know this. Many people don't know this. But recently, at the end of February, I went in the hospital. I had a pulmonary embolism,
Oh, really?
and it was very scary. I'm still going through stuff with that, but everything is good. You know, it was very very unexpected. I never would have thought
Mm.
anything like that would happen to me. So it was a big scare, and so I've kind of been dealing with that the last few months and making sure everything is good with myself. And I talked to a lot of people in the field, and it just made me see a lot because I was in the hospital for a few days, and I'm really, everyone tells me I'm very personable and all of this. And just some of there was some nurses that I dealt with, but I'm not into the blood part, but I'm just into like the
Mm.
interaction, or just making something with the medical field. I enjoy that, but honestly, I want to be like a parole officer.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
See,
like I'm
but
into
to be
like
a
the
parole
whole,
officer,
I'm good. Yeah, parole
you have to.
officer or
You have to.
probation
To be a
or
parole
something like
officer, do
that.
you have to be? Do you have to go to the police academy, or do you have to go through
I
criminal
don't think
justice?
so. I haven't heard that yet. I don't think so. I'm in the process of looking into everything.
Hmm.
Some people kind of try to take me away from it because they're like, "Oh, it's a lot," but I'm like, "Hey, my mother went back to school when she was like in her 50s, and for the medical field, and did her thing and all. So you can never be. I don't put an age on how old you can be to
No, facts,
go
facts,
back to
facts.
school and stuff.
And,
So
and bartending, I love bartending.
yeah.
I wanted when I first moved out here. That's what I wanted to do. And I guess if I had started, I used to bartend. I used to bartend in places in Jersey,
Okay.
and uh, I was like, when I moved out here, I was gonna start bartending again. But if I had done that, then I probably wouldn't be doing this or pushing the writing as much because I'd be working at night bartending
Yeah.
in the vibe and in the element. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
Yeah.
bartending, I love it, and 'cause like you said, you're personable. I can get that. I can sense it, and I'm the same way. So I used to love bartending because I like to be in the mix with the people and
Right. Yeah.
conversating as I'm making drinks for them.
Right. Yeah.
Now that's dope though. So yeah, I mean both. Well, whichever way you do go with it,
Yeah.
what is it? What do they say? Godspeed or best of luck or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are,
Definitely.
and
Thank you.
salute on getting through the pulmonary situation, and
Yes. Thank you.
hopefully that doesn't bounce. Hopefully that's resolved and put to bed, right?
Yeah, well actually tomorrow I have I'm going to the doctors just to make sure, like, for them to do a whole scan, because it's been a few months and I've been doing everything I'm supposed to. So everything's better. I'm hoping for the best. I don't think that I feel back
Mm-hmm.
totally to normal. I can breathe and all that. So
Yeah,
that's good.
got to
But
kiss that. Got to kiss that love post. That love poster on the wall.
yes, yes,
You know
indeed.
what I
But
mean?
yep. But God's been seeing me through it. I've been good. So
No, that's what's up.
yeah.
That's what's up. Okay,
Hmm.
then
Yeah.
bet. So then, tell the people where to find you.
Mainly, you can reach out me directly at the real SD Capri at gmail.com. I do have a TikTok, it's just at Sydnee Capri, as well as my Snapchat, it's just Sydnee Capri. And then Facebook is just Sydney Capri. That's
It's
all
the
I have at the
real.
moment. It's
It's the
all
real
the
SD Capri
yeah, the real SD Capri at gmail.com.
at
That's the
gmail.
best way to just contact me directly. And then if you want, hopefully I get my X and Instagram running up again soon. But
The real SD Capri at gmail.com.
yes.
There we go. This is a great conversation. This is a great happy to have you on.
Thank you.
Like I said, if you're in the Houston area, the next time you be sitting on the chair right here. And if you're in the Houston area, where's my event? Where's my band?
November 7th, right?
November 7th. I need a bartender.
No.
I need a bartender now. Actually I
Mm.
I was at this birthday party for one of my daughters, my homeboy's baby, and I, and there was a guy there, and I was like, who, your family or something? He's like, oh no, we're a vendor. We do bartending events for them. they own an event space out here in Houston. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm doing an event. I'm gonna need some bartenders. So I was like, I had just bumped into him. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for bartender. But yeah, I mean, if you I don't want you setting your travel around. Like, this is my first event, so I don't know if it's going to be a.
That sounds cool though. Like,
thank you.
The event sounds cool. I haven't really. Every time I come to Houston, I never have. I think there's been one time, or was that Dallas, where I actually went somewhere, had some drinks and food, but I have not really been out to mingle in Houston. And I was going there like almost every month, and I'm like, man, I need to start making some time where I could just like go do something.
Oh well, you know me now, so
yeah,
you know me now. So when you come to Houston, yeah, I got this is my. I gotta put this on. This is my book right here. Let me.
Oh yeah, I want the book. I love to read.
Okay, you'll get the book. So like, let me flash it. So what I do is people who read the book, they send me pictures of them holding it because I'm gonna put something together. So this is somebody, she sent this.
Nice.
I'm gonna take down this banner. So the book is raison d'etre. There's always one. So I'm gonna So it's a
What's
work.
It about?
What's it about? It's about connections, right? And it's about what happens in life to the people you love if you let things get out of control and go left. So it's about these two men.
That's a good one. Kind of going through that right now.
It's about these two men whose lives collide. It's about these two men whose lives collide, and their lives collide because they have a mutual love interest. So like, it's like I might not ever think about it. I might not ever be in a certain place until I meet a certain person, and then now a certain place becomes available to me. So then I start popping in over there, and then their old people also popping over there.
Yeah.
So there's one guy, he's from Brooklyn, living his life in Brooklyn. And there's another guy, he's living his life in Jersey. And their paths cross, their lives collide. And it's about what they find out about themselves in that collision, but it's also about what's the ups and downs that other people around them go through. So this is gonna be a movie.
That's what I was just about to say. It sounds like a movie, like
this is going to be a movie.
Or heard of or coming.
This is going to be a movie. That's why the company that I published this under the company Ink to Screen, and that's why it's called Ink to Screen, is because what happens is I like to read, like you said, and I'm always reading stuff, right? And I'm like, it just you read it. And then you put it down, and then you don't have no one around you who's read it. So you don't have no one to talk to about it.
Right.
It's just like you read it.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm always reading stuff, and it's like, like I just read stuff, and I'm like, all right, well, that's that. I was like, most people aren't going to take the time to read. At least not the way that we should. And most people don't have the time to read.
Yeah.
And so I was like, some of this stuff I'm reading, I was like, this should be like in shows and movies. And so that's like Ink to Screen. That's why I started it. And so then I was like, all right, I'm gonna write this one. And then I'm gonna try to get some other stuff, some other people who are writing to do some writing. Because I don't want it's not like a vanity project for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like for me, but it's more about, I think that books shouldn't just get lost on the shelves anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of these shows, a lot of movies and shows, the past few years, they all are based on books. I mean, even like Twilight, I read all the books to Twilight after I've watched all the movies and stuff like that. So there are some really good movies based on books.
They leave all our black books on the shelf, though. They leave all our black books on the shelf.
Yeah, the black, yeah.
That's what I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Miss Capri is 100% right. They don't leave their writers hanging.
Yeah.
Black people, we leave our writers hanging.
Right. Yeah.
Hanging.
But
like
I don't want to get into that. I was gonna be like, something I watched recently that's a black book, but it's from South Africa, and I watched the show recently, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, they stealing.
Oh my gosh.
Don't get me started on South Africa because these cats are bugging. I just came from Ghana. I did New Year's in Ghana. Have you ever been to Ghana?
No.
Okay, you gotta go.
I know. I've gotten a lot of people.
You gotta go for Daddy December, but that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
And this book conversation is another conversation for another day. That means that I gotta have you back. We'll schedule something for another day.
Yes.
I bet. So I want to say thank you to Miss Sydnee Capri for coming on the Chit Podcast.
Thank you.
We told you where you could find it at, and I gotta do this. I gotta put the banner up. I gotta say until next time, like, share, subscribe, F a comment, but leave them if you like. I'll read it. I'm just joking. I like to be abrasive sometimes. I don't know why, but always remember what I tell you. Life is too short to learn everything late. And with that, I'm out of here. I love you. Peace.
Real niggas stand up, we handle business. Keep it real to up to tell you on the realest. Little bit mad, man, keep tight shit. 12 outside my house, cause I'm rich. Nigga been getting sprayed, they know how we playin'. Got out Halloween, but I'm no demon, baby. Niggas rats, I'm a bad father cause I raised them. Cause I made them. Yeah. Real love in my face. Peace and blessings on my face. Let my love spread, this ain't no phase. Blaming Jesus off of my face. My real brothers contribute to my pain. I'm putting racks up every single day. I've been coping, spending every day. I've been decent, living out of space. I came from nothing, now we made it to the top. New Rose rest with icing on the rocks, yeah. You a boss, just flex, you can do it. The next time I see you, we can do it. You say that you love me, then prove it. Yeah, the road respect you gotta charge. Keep it presidential, just like your wives. I can see you love me when I look into your eyes. You popping out with me on a Thursday. Bought you a house, it ain't in your birthday. I'm trying to do your pussy the worst way. Come on, baby. She said she hear a nigga crying. How the fuck you hear tears?